Episode 4!
Yeah! Hello,
Yeah.
everyone. From home, from wherever in the world you may be, welcome to episode 4 of Anamoya. It is my absolute pleasure that I, Elwood Bird, and my brilliant co-host,
Sasha. Yeah.
we get to present to you yet another episode. Today's episode, we have somebody special, but before we want to introduce them before you know what the show's about. So, Sasha, what is Anemoia all about?
For those of you who are tuning in from home for the first time, Anemoia is a variety show for music, media, and just general artistry of the area. So that's us. That's what you're watching right now.
This is Anemoia. Today, we were going to have on Masochist. Unfortunately, however, their drummer Ned had a motorbike accident. Luckily, all that happened was his finger break. It's all good, perfectly fine. And their singer Rose fell ill with COVID. Double shame, but they'll be back on another episode later. But as we are in the Northern Rivers, highlighting all of the amazing bands we have here, we've got Puff on today. So I think we should learn a bit about Puff.
Puff. Well, yeah, they're a psych rock band featuring a lot of heavy riffs and woozy vocals, which who doesn't like that? That's
Who doesn't
pretty
like a good woozy vocal, hey?
And they were starting out as a bedroom jam session. Seb, Tom, Jet, Lockie, and Ollie have been playing since April 2022.
Far out, not even that long ago. Their debut single, Off the Hook, is set for release on the 31st of October. Having not yet heard them before, why don't we hear them right now? Take it away, Puff!
Puff. damn, that was.
I don't know.
that
I don't know
was
if
sick.
puff does justice. I feel like blown away
Yeah.
is more how I'd describe that.
Yeah.
That was heavy riffs and woozy vocals galore.
Heavy, damn heavy
For
stuff.
the first performance I've ever heard, and I think most people have ever heard of them, that was really good. That was incredible. I loved it.
Really great. Really great. Fantastic.
In fact, it was so beautiful that I just think we should listen to it again.
Yeah.
Well, we can't. But
Yeah. But, oh, well, what a shame.
What a shame.
Yeah, so, and then now we're gonna watch the, the Sasha goes around interviewing people. So that's me. I go around and I interview people.
Various people.
But today's the special one with Baz Ravish.
It's a special one.
Yeah. Baz Ravish.
Alright, hello, welcome to Sasha Goes Around Interviewing People. I'm Aleko, and today I'm talking to Baz Ravish. Hello Baz Ravish. Hello. We're doing this over the internet on TV because these guys are based in Melbourne. So if you would be okay to, can you let us know how and when you formed Baz Ravish?
We started forming in 2019. It was a bit of a long process, really, because Carlo and I were part of a different band called the 911s, which had a lot of people in it. And then we played a gig. We played one gig in the 911s for Tilka. It was for her EP launch, for Filth Wizard, her previous project.
Single launch, yeah,
single
it's
launch.
true.
Yeah, and
It was a great gig. How many people were in that band?
there's 8 or 7 people.
Yeah,
Fluctuated.
yeah.
But that band discombobulated, and then we inducted Tilka into the band, and that was probably by 2020, halfway through 2020. And yeah, it's pretty much the origin story. Yeah.
Yeah, we kicked everybody out and then reformed.
Baz Ravish.
Baz Ravish.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's always a positive way to form a band. So what has it been like moving from Lismore, Northern Rivers area to Melbourne in terms of the music scene and, you know, anything else, general lifestyle?
Well, I mean, there's just so much more. There's a gig every day of the week somewhere that you can find, which is really fun. There's, you know, great DIY scenes in the punk scene, in the electronic scene, and everything like that. So there's just a lot to do.
Yeah, that being said though, I mean, we haven't been able to do gigs for ages because we had a while of hiatus in lockdown, and then but I still think Lismore gives Melbourne a run for its money. Like, obviously there's more stuff here and we're loving that, like it's great, but still miss the scene back home, the DIY scene back there.
It's sort of like choice paralysis, you know, like there's so much around that it's hard to pinpoint something that you might be into.
For
But
sure.
that being said, it means that you can really, you know, find things that otherwise you never would have thought of going and seeing,
For
just
sure.
inadvertently.
It's great to have a big mixed melting pot in the city, and also I think anywhere you are, it takes a while to just get to the real roots of the culture, the scene, or whatever.
There's 2 really good radio stations here that are very big promoters of the industry as well, which the Triple R and PBS Radio, they're amazing, and they're both public radio systems, and they're always shouting out people from no matter how big or small they are. It's really, really good environment, I reckon. Yeah.
Although it's really hard to get onto them via email, they sort of have to notice you if you're doing gigs in the area and stuff. So it's keeps it pretty Melbourne oriented, which is cool as well because you just get stuff that's
It's easy to
relevant
get a hold
that.
of if you message the actual announcers, because they have text lines that they look at in their shows, and if you email the announcer, I've seen people get big shout outs just from that.
We should definitely do that.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. Well, there you go. From Baz Ravish, they just showed us how to get into PBS and Triple R. That's pretty good. That's some industry connections and advice. That's always good to get. And so, what's some of your favourite Melbourne venues you've played at or just been to?
My favourite that I've been to is definitely the Quiet Man Irish Pub. It's not got a very big stage, but it is the most fantastic, authentic Irish pub that I've probably been to in my life, and they have excellent Guinness Stout bars. Big fan.
Yeah.
I think my favourite venue that I've been to is one in the city called Max's Music Bar, something like that. It's a great band room with a pretty decent sized stage, but it's still not too massive.
Yeah.
It was really fun to go to. Great sound, everything like that.
There's a few places with good residencies as well. Like I think it's Bar 303 in Northcote has Bojas on like a Monday, which is a jazz band, and everybody kind of squeezes into this tiny little bar, and then like the jazz band's just playing like right in front of the bar. They do some pretty funny stuff sometimes. Like sometimes the bartenders will hand out glasses for the drummer to play on and shit. It's pretty funny.
I think the best one in my opinion that we've played at is Last Chance Rock and Roll Bar near Queen Victoria Market. It was really fun.
You have just released like a whole EP, debut EP, first EP from Baz Ravish. It's called Just Dying. How long has this been in the making for, and would you be able to tell us a little bit about the writing and recording process?
It's been in the making for way too long. Like the first single that we released from that EP, Ambition, I think I can't remember when I wrote it because I was in school. It was probably like 2016 or 2017 that I first demoed that song, and then I dug it up a few years later. V2 was written in the summer of 2019, late summer. And yeah, like a lot of the songs on that were around the same time, except for Ambition, which is pretty old. But it took us, probably about a year to record it, and then we saddled it for another year. And the writing process was pretty much just me bashing away in my bedroom, you know. And then we played the songs through 3 iterations of the band, like the 911s, the initial Baz Ravish lineup, and then our shortened lineup. And so they got a lot of refining through that process. And then the recording, me and Carlo just did it all in our garage with whatever microphones we had handy. Yeah.
Oh wow, so it was like a full garage recorded EP.
Yeah.
So you don't...
And between the two of us, we mixed.
Yeah. Yes.
Sent stuff back and forth to see how we thought it sounded.
Yeah.
And didn't do anything with it for a year.
Yeah. Shout out to our friend MJ for making the art, because we probably never would have released it if she hadn't just said, "I'm making art for you so you can release this right now." Because otherwise it probably just never would have come out.
Do you think you'll release any of it to a physical medium in the future?
Probably not this EP, but I definitely want to do that in the future. This one's just a little too old for us. We're a little bit over the songs.
Also for the EP, it's more like, we'll play gigs and then we didn't have anything to show anybody afterward. So this was important for us to get out, so we just had something that people could listen to in the interim between our sporadic playing.
Yeah,
definitely. Otherwise, you're just a exclusive live band that you're lucky to see, and then
there's an air of mystique around it.
And so, what are the plans moving forward? Have you got anything to hint? Release music videos or tours or anything of that sort?
Nothing too big, but we've got music like stored away, we call it, but we haven't started it yet.
But we're planning to do some live recording in the next couple of weeks.
And also, like we've been thinking, MJ just bought a Super 8 camera, so we might be trying to get something done in Super 8 if we can. Yeah, that'd be a very nice dream.
Well, thank you guys for doing this interview with Anamoya, with Sasha interviews people with the Laker.
Thank you so
really
much for having us.
And hope to see you around eventually on the show if we're still doing it.
We would love to. We would love to do it.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
Cool. Thanks.
That was so
But I was telling him that, like, no, the palm oil comes from the palm trees, you know what I mean? But not the orangutan.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Excuse me?
Whoa, I didn't see him. Yeah, I didn't notice that guy.
Oh, sorry to startle you, but are you guys lost at all? Because, like, I've, like...
Oh, no, we're actually alright, thanks. We're just going for a walk.
You sure? Because, like, I've been living out here in the bush for, like, 18 years. Yeah, come with me. I'll show you my bush burrow. I'll show you my little bush burrow, my home.
Should we trust this guy? He seems alright to me.
Yep, so this is basically where I live. That's just me little bed over there. That's my pet wombat. His name is Wallace. Wallace the wombat, give us a high five, mate. Yeah, like, this is my guitar that I like to rock out on. You can touch it if you like. Just kidding, it's from the 70s. Yeah, so this is basically my kitchen. Pretty cool kitchen, I suppose. I don't really think about that.
What another great round of Sasha Goes interviewing people with Aleko this time. But, you know, now we've got Puff poofed onto the couch just like that. Magic. Here they are. Got a couple of questions for you. First off, all right, we've got Puff on the couch. Who is Puff? Who have we got and what do you play? We'll start from the man with the lovely hair.
I'm Sebastian. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Tom. I play guitar and do a bit of backup vocals.
I'm Lockie. I play bass mainly, a little bit of guitar and a little bit of keys.
Emphasis on the keys.
Definitely no emphasis on the keys.
I'm Jet. I mainly play guitar, but I'll play bass and sometimes keys, I think.
Sometimes.
You think?
Sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
I'm Ollie and I just play the drums.
Emphasis on the drums.
Ollie on the drums.
Okay. And
Most important question of the segment.
the most important question: how is the thing, the couch? The
Yeah, it's good.
It's a little bit small.
a little bit small.
Squishy.
For a 5-piece band, but
I've been
I'm
sitting on this couch for
I'm
years
chairs
and
pretty
it's
comfy.
never
though.
failed me.
And Tom, this isn't your first time on this couch.
This definitely isn't mine, but these guys have been on this couch for about 3 years now.
Oh my goodness.
Better
That's a lot of
than the
years.
grey
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the little couch thing.
I've got like an indentation.
You have your own dent in the couch.
It's perfect. It's been moulded. Just. Anyway, before we get too sidetracked about how good the couch is, you guys said you started off as a bedroom jam session. Could you elaborate a little on how such a bedroom jam session came to be?
The looper.
Yeah, it all started in my bedroom. We all just came around, started playing just a bit of tunes just in the bedroom. Had this one little loop pedal that we were just messing around on.
Yeah, it was
Used to call
this little red box. It's like this big, and it was
I
just.
swear we had like 6 instruments going through it. I swear we got to a point where we were putting like 25 tracks on there, just overdubbing so many
It was
things.
struggling.
Yeah.
And it would just die randomly and we'd just have no music. After like 3 hours of jamming.
That's a pretty cool story. And what draws you to the psych rock genre?
Tom.
Tom draws us all there.
I mean, I think everyone in the band's had a little bit of a psych rock listening experience in the past. It's kind of all I listen to, but
I feel like it's the mutual genre between all
yeah,
of us.
it's a very
Kind
broad
of just
thing.
all
You can
We all have our own little scenes we like, but we kind of meet in the middle with psych rock, I think, and a hard rock sort of feel.
I think we spoke about it before. Psych rock's so like broad. And
Yeah.
you guys,
It is
you guys
so-
showcase it
these days,
definitely. Everyone has like a different take on it and their own little spin. So, speaking of Puff being his own little spin, what's it been like being at uni, being at SCU, and working on your own little projects on the side? How's that been?
Favourite thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, extremely enjoyable.
It's a good contrast, like between like a collaborative thing and then a singular kind of thing that you can try to just balance. You can balance it, and it's a good contrast, I think. But
Just learning and playing
Yeah.
non-stop.
Learn heaps from each other.
Yeah.
It's a lot more enjoyable to play. And,
Get the head
in
out
that
of the books for a
environment.
bit.
And we've heard from inside sources that your debut single "Off the Hook" is set for release on the 31st of
Where'd
October.
you hear that?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Can't tell anything.
Snitches.
So, yeah, what else may be happening after that point, and like, where would you like to see Puff go into the future?
on stage, preferably.
Yeah. Looking to gig more. Got a few other songs in the bank that are nearly ready to record, so an EP in the future would be nice.
A few songs in the
Surely
oven.
by the end of this year.
Yeah. We hope by the end of this year, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That would be definitely pretty cool.
Yeah, well, Anamoya, we're always changing. We've done this before, but we're always changing. A few more questions from the audience and people online, various people. Chelsea would like to know, what is the backstory behind the name Puff? I think everyone wants to know that, but Chelsea specifically.
I think Ollie can answer this question.
I'll answer this one. Well, I think it was maybe the first or second bedroom jam session at Sebastian's house, and we're just jamming, and everyone else had an instrument, and I had nothing else to play. But there was a microphone, and just the reverb cranked, and Puff My Magic Dragon just popped into my head, and that's all I sang. Because I'm not a vocalist either, but
Said 4 words.
4 words.
I think it was that, and we went, that's the band.
That'll do.
So just
That'll do.
That'll do. And so Eden asks, is there anybody in the band with a particularly jazzy swing?
Well, there is one of us.
You'll have to find out though.
Yeah.
You have to find out for yourselves.
Yeah, that's a secret.
It's a secret.
That's a secret. Right. Okay. We'll keep that a secret for now then. A user by the name of Dino Liam would like to know, what's the blonde guy's snap with an X?
Which one? Yeah.
Which one?
Either, I
You'll
guess.
have to come ask me in person if you want to.
Yeah.
That's more of a gentleman's approach.
That's for you.
Come on.
Dino Liam.
Dino Liam.
Take me out to dinner.
I can see him.
I'll be out there in
I can
20
see him.
minutes if you want to hang out.
Yeah, we'll do that. The snap will be exchanged backstage. No public display of the Snapchat. Will be posted.
Now Miles wants to know, who got each of you into music?
Yes.
That's a big question.
Yeah.
My dad, kind of. He played in a few bands when I was younger, and just kind of grew up around him doing that, and they had a great music taste, and there was always music playing in the house, so then picked up the drums and guitar not long after.
Yeah, same I guess. My daddy's toured all over the world and made a career as a musician, so I was kind of born into it that way. Always got his hand-me-downs and always got his techniques and whatever, so that definitely helped.
Yeah, wow.
I haven't really got that cool of a story. My brother played an open G chord, and then that was it. Strummed an open G chord for a long time.
I always had music around in my house, but I think it was high school. My mates needed a bass player for their band, and he said, I'll do it. I had never played the bass before. That was it.
The best way to walk into it. Yeah.
That's good. Probably my family, mostly my granddad. He used to play a lot of like Spanish folk music and like TV shows back in South America and stuff, and always sort of had it around me growing up, so it sort of just felt right.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Wow, that is really cool. Used by the name of Septimus, which is actually me. I personally would like to know, how much puff could a puff chuck if a puff chuck could have chucked puff? That's a good question.
How hard's the puff chucking the puff?
Ooh.
It's pretty tough puff.
Tough.
It's tough puff to chuck.
Is that a question that needs an answer with a question?
I think it might be a rhetoric. But I was hoping for something of
It's
this.
like a bit of a paradox, it seems like.
Yeah,
I'll give you a
Fair bit.
demonstration.
a demonstration.
Quite a bit.
Once again, that's backstage. No demonstration of chucking any puffs will be broadcasted on the episode. But thanks for that. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Tough puff.
And Jaden, serving as our final query for this segment, wants to know, do you know the Magic Dragon?
Ooh.
Have you met him?
I've met him once.
Once?
Where'd you
I've
find
seen
him?
him around.
He doesn't like to be talked about.
Oh,
Was it a blissful experience?
It was actually. It's very enlightening. He's great.
lives
guy.
by the
A
sea,
little bit
doesn't he?
frightening.
He does.
You
Yeah.
land near Honolulu. Is that it?
Yeah, he does actually. How'd you know that?
I don't. Yeah. I think that's all we've got in the way of questions. But thank you guys for that. That was very insightful.
Yeah,
Glad to know more about Puff, the up and coming band. So yeah, I'd like
That's
to.
what we are.
Speaking of band, yeah, that's a good way to describe it. How about we hear some more songs from you guys? I think that'd be pretty cool.
Let's do it.
Come on, boys.
Ready, set, go!
Wait for them to get up there. We've got to be kind and courteous, you know. Wouldn't want to rush the Puff.
Courteous.
Courteous, yeah, that's a good one. I like it.
Courteous.
Courteous, like indubitably, and That's
like
all. That's all I've got in the way of big
courteous,
words.
is that like
It means you're like kind and courteous. It's like
Yeah, it is.
pleasurable and just
Yeah.
well mannered, I would say. We just heard all about Puff from Puff. Now it's time to hear some genuine Puff material. Puff. No, we're gonna have a certified Puff banger here. Off the hook. We already had that actually, but now we're gonna get fogged out. We're gonna get fogged out by Puff. There's gonna be so much Puff, it's gonna fog you out. Isn't
give
that
it up,
right?
give it up for Puff.
I think it's just time to give it up.
So I'm just digging through your mind. Even though I know I won't like what I find I'm believing in what is right, just like the faith of one that is high. Hell in the darkness, choking with the light. I can do no good no matter how hard I try. So don't tell me what's wrong and what's right, 'cause I don't wanna hear it, not tonight. I'm fading away, following the night. Might say no, but it's all
Well, thank you, Puff. That was brilliant.
I think we need another clap for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Puff.
Another round
Thank
of
you.
applause.
Incredible. Now, I will admit, I made a little oopsie before. They, in fact, did not play Off the Hook before. They played the self-titled song Puff. That was their first one. Second one, being released on October the 31st, is Off the Hook, and their last one was Fogged Out, just to clear the air and make sure you too weren't fogged out. Whoa, bit of wordplay there. Anyway,
yeah.
I think that's it, actually. I think I want to go home. I'm bored.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not bored. I had a great time. But that is the end of our episode. Thank you, everyone, for watching episode 4 of Anamoya.
4.
Four.
Yeah,
We'll be back-
thanks everyone for coming. It means a lot.
Yeah.
And yeah.
We'll be back next week, same time, same place for episode 5. We're getting to the point soon we're going to have to go to the other hand.
Yeah, wow.
That's dangerous territory.
Can't believe that.
Can't believe that. But I hope to see as many people here as we did last time. Once again, everyone watching from home, wherever you may be, thank you so much. We love you all.
Sweet dreams.
Good night.
And good morning.
I can see it.